Exercise or antidepressants. Study finds running just as effective for treating depression.
You know, Josh, when I'm feeling not so great because I've been sitting editing all day long on the computer, you just feel terrible.
Oh, I know.
And then I get up, I'm like, look, I just feel like I'm in this funk.
Yep.
I'm like, what is wrong with me? And then I gotta go outside and get some sun. I gotta walk. I walk for like even just a mile, and I'm like, oh, okay,
you feel so much better.
I'm fine. I'm okay. It's not the end for me.
I thought for a second there. That really is true.
Yeah.
Like right now, I haven't run much in a while, and
You're starting to question it.
yeah, no, not that, but you just start.
Yeah.
I just in the back of my head, I know. You know what? I know that when I start running, I'm gonna feel way better.
Yeah.
Running is as effective as medication when it comes to battling depression, according to a groundbreaking study. Along with boosting a patient's physical fitness, researchers from Vrije University in Amsterdam determined that roughly the same percentage of individuals with depression and anxiety experienced improvement after 16 weeks, regardless of whether they were running or taking antidepressants, 44%. So 44% of people felt better, regardless of if they were taking anxiety medication or just running.
So it was like the same.
Yeah.
Wow.
Participants either joined a supervised running group 2 to 3 times a week or were prescribed the SSRI escitalopram. Sounds like a big pharma hustle, which not only improved their mental health, but also had positive effects on their weight, waist circumference, blood pressure, and heart function. Conversely, those on antidepressants typically experienced a decline in fitness. If you can believe that.
Okay. Interesting. I mean, it makes sense. If from personal experience, it really, truly does make sense.
However, experts emphasize that simply advising patients to run is not sufficient, Jordan. No.
Of course it's not.
Of course not.
What are we going to sell
Who funded
them?
this study?
Yeah, exactly.
More runners dropped out of the study, with only 52% sticking with their regimen, compared to 82% adherence rate for those on medication. Well, right, because it's easier to pop a pill than it is to go out and run.
If everything is equal, it's pretty obvious which one to do.
Yeah.
If that's what the study is
It's just funny
saying.
how it shook out. It wasn't even like the antidepressants were slightly better. It was like, no, they're the same.
That's interesting. I'm kind of surprised they said that.
Yeah.
Actually.
Antidepressants are generally safe and effective, Jordan. They work for most people. We know that not treating depression at all leads to worse outcomes. Nevertheless, we need to extend our treatment arsenal, as not all patients respond to antidepressants or are willing to take them. So there you go.
We need to force them. We need to force them, and then everyone will be okay.
I think that the idea is like, look, if they're not going to, I mean, this is sad. They're saying, look, if they're not going to exercise, they should probably do something.
Yeah.
Even if it's going to make them sicker, but maybe they feel a little better.
I think maybe that's what it's saying.
Yeah.
And I think maybe a lot of people out there who don't exercise and who are just in this of just, I sit and do my 9 to 5 all day. It's like,
it's not
maybe
even
they don't realize.
Right. And I'm not even blaming anybody for not knowing. Like, just our modern world is not conducive to getting exercise. Like, you have to practice doing it and make it a part of your routine. And then just to understand, and then after you understand, you still have to force yourself to do it.
Because for somebody who doesn't exercise, say the mom with 4 kids,
right,
exercises because she's picking her kids up and stuff like that, which that is something. I'm not saying that's not nothing. Sure, but there's something about intentionally going and doing. I'm going to do this for 45 minutes straight.
I'm going to have an elevated heart rate for half an hour to 60 minutes.
Right.
And something about that, just the endorphins, the hormones or whatever, it kicks into your brain. There's nothing like it. I'm telling you. Yeah. And
it's very helpful.
When I get up early in the morning and go run, it's just every time, as soon as I get to the end of the street, I'm like, man.
Yeah.
I can know that it feels good, but until I'm in the middle of doing it.
There's a lot of reasons to not do it. And then
I forget how this feels. It's like you can only feel it while you're feeling it. And then immediately after. But then, your body quickly just like, okay, we're resting again.
It's like a dream. You wake up from the dream.
It really
and
is.
You can't remember it.
It really is.